So you've probably seen this guy, comedian Brad Williams, on The Tonight Show or Jimmy Kimmel Live. And next week you can catch him here live in Seattle, bringing his comedy tour to the Moore Theater on Saturday, July 20th. And this morning he joins us live on Good Day Seattle, talking a bit more about what to expect if you are going to be there and some other fun projects going on. Brad, good morning to you.
Good morning. Nothing like an easy transition from world-class athletes to dwarf comedians. Obviously, very logical, very similar skill set. I am not going to the Olympics.
World class, though. World class in both regards, right?
Thank you very much. Yes, I'm excited to be coming back to Seattle. I'll be at the Moore Theater on July 20th. Obviously, anyone in Seattle knows about the Moore. You know the history. You can mention the Pearl Jam stuff and all that. So I'm happy to be there. I'm also happy to be coming back to Seattle because the last time I was there was the Neptune Theater, and it was the same weekend as the Taylor Swift concert, and the city was shut down. I couldn't go anywhere. Nothing could happen. You couldn't check into any hotels. Everything was like there was bracelets everywhere, and so I'm happy to be coming back when there's no Taylor Swift concert. No disrespect to the Swifties, I do not want that smoke, but yes, it'll be nice.
Well, I mean, the city of Seattle was just littered with bracelets after that. It was a huge cleanup mess. And I mean, as well as anybody, that, your audience is very, very similar to Taylor Swift. So that's got to be, tough kind of programming.
Very. No, thankfully, it's very different kind of audience. I don't try to appeal to the 12 to 16-year-old girl market. Not really my thing. But I'm thrilled to be coming back there. I've done the Moore Theater one time before as an opening act. So now to come back to be the main guy. And there's just a few tickets left. So please get those tickets. You want to get a good seat because I don't know if you know this from the Zoom. I'm not very big. I'm very tiny, 4'4". If you're up in that third balcony, you're just going to see the top of that hat from a very long distance away. So by all means, get your tickets. Let's fill it up and let's have a darn good night in Seattle.
Hey, Brad, I got to ask you, how did you get started in comedy? What was that? I mean, were you kind of like the class clown kid? I mean, were you just kind of a funny guy? I mean, what prompted you to get up on stage and do it?
Here's the best story in the world. I was in the audience of a stand-up comedy show with my dad, Father's Day 2004, and there was a comedian on stage, and he started making jokes about I'm going to say the M word. Started making midget jokes, and half the audience was laughing, and the audience that was sitting by me was like, ha ha, like just not laughing and gesturing towards me. And the comedian says, "What, is one of them here?" And I just raised my creepy little hand in the air, and he saw me and he called me up on stage. He's like, "I want to talk to you." So he calls me up on stage. He starts asking me questions. I was not trying to be funny. I was trying to be honest. I answered the questions honestly, and my answers got laughs. I remember he asked me what I did for a living, and I was 19 years old, a kid from Orange County, California. So I did what every kid does in Orange County. I worked at Disneyland. And I said I worked at Disneyland. The audience laughed. I turned to them and said, "Shut up, I'm not one of the 7. And that got another laugh, as it's doing right now. I'm glad to see my first joke still work. And then that feeling was the greatest feeling in the world, knowing that I had a thought off the top of my head. My thought made strangers laugh. From then on out, started doing open mics and slowly working up the ranks. And 20 years later, here we are, about to sell out the Moore Theater. 20 years to be an overnight success.
Yeah.
Love that story.
I love that. And the guy that you upstaged that night is now opening for you. Or maybe not even in the business at all. We don't even know. Hey, I kind of buried the lead here. I just found this out reading your intro. You're appearing in the new Spinal Tap movie. First of all, they're doing another Spinal Tap, which is incredible. Can you tell us anything about that project and what to expect?
Yes. I can tell you that it's going to be really, I shot a few scenes with him. I laughed so hard on many of the scenes that we had to do separate takes. I can't tell you exactly what my part is, but if you're a fan of the original Spinal Tap, it's not hard to figure out what I do. And I'm in the movie with the other little person, Wee Man. You might know him from the Jackass movies, which I'm thrilled, A, because we're friends, and then B, people will finally realize that we are not the same person. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful.
Brad Williams, thank you so much for taking a few minutes and hanging out with us. We can't wait to have you.
Of course, July 20th, Moore Theater. Can't wait, Seattle. See you there.
Good stuff. And there are some tickets left as well, so you can go check those out on Ticketmaster. Brad Williams.